Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of A Talk of Ice and Fire. Let's talk about the 7th episode of this season titled The Gift.
Wait, where are we?
Well, it's better than a garage with cat poop everywhere.
I don't know about
Cat,
that.
don't make fun of Catbox Studios.
Why are we here? Hey, it's Vince's birthday.
Hey everybody, happy birthday to me.
He's the gift.
This was the episode is titled The Gift and it's on my birthday. I think that's pretty
Very
special.
appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, D.B. Weiss and Damon Lindelof gave this to you.
Sean, talk
Hey,
to us.
All right, so The Gift. Not my favorite episode. Not a lot happened. I will say, and I on a fun note. Hey!
Yay,
Cersei! Good, finally. God, jeez, God, dang it.
I actually didn't find it that fun. I kind of didn't
Yeah.
want her to get captured.
You know what? It's fun. It's fun because we want to punch her in the face, but it's by an enemy that I almost hate more. I hate the freaking
Sparrows.
Sparrows.
High Sparrow guy.
I don't like them.
And it's funny too because when he's talking about the line of like, oh, the many are outnumbering the few and stuff, and in general, like, yeah, that's a good sentiment, and this show is like so in need of that sentiment because it's all about people corrupted by power and abusing their power. But why do you got to be the one who's doing that? Because we don't like you.
Okay, well, this episode focused a lot on the north again.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Stannis. It looks like he's caught between a storm and a hard place. It's snowing a lot, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Snowing a lot, and that's not good for him because none of his army is from the north. So, what is that going to mean for him? What do you think?
I don't know. I do like that we actually see winter, though. Finally, winter's
Yeah.
coming is actually happening instead of so abstract. But yeah, you're right. What is he going to do? My favorite part, though, was his interaction with Melisandre. It was the first time, and you get, I think, a glimpse of it in her facial expression, where she seems to have, oops, maybe I went too far. I don't know if I was the only one who got that, kind of like that. Up until now, she's just been like, follow me, I'm so confident. I don't care what everyone says. But when she suggested that, he's like, no, what do you think about what you're saying? She's my daughter. And she's like, okay. And she's like, oops. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Well, I mean, okay, if a drop of Gendry's blood was able to kill, like, 3 kings, why can't you... Well, okay, I'm going to say Balon Greyjoy's just dead. It doesn't even matter at this point. He's dead, okay? He should have died. Just within the timeline of when Robb, then Joffrey, it's been like a whole season since that they died. Balon's dead. None of this makes any sense to me.
I mean, it's 2 armies going to war, neither of which we really care that much about. So that's, like... We care about some individual characters within the war, but I don't... Like, sure, Stannis is, I guess, the lesser of 2 evils, but it's not like I'm passionately like, oh, he deserves to win. I can't, like... I'm like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cold, dead bodies.
Well, that's the thing. What if this is, like, the major battle that happens this season? What's going to put it above the great battle on the wall from last season? It's going to have a similar setting, being in the snowy setting, but it's not going to have giants, it's not going to have mammoths, it's not going to have a giant wall that you're fighting on. It's just not going to be as cool of a battle, right?
You're right. They probably can't top the epic scale that they did last season, but maybe they shouldn't try to.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go for a huge battle. I mean, I get the less if it's going to be a battle and more of a war of attrition, right? Where it's going to be like these 2 armies that are just having to wait out the kind of like subtle movements of strategy and just like, we got to wait here for a day overnight and people are dying and we're holding up in our castle and stuff. And I don't know. It just doesn't feel like there's not going to be an epic battle where they ride into victory.
Yeah.
I think that makes more sense in a book, but this is a TV show where visual, entertaining things have to happen, so something has to be entertaining. Okay, the last thing we should talk about is Tyrion and Jorah and seeing Dany. I think it's fair to say
I will say at least they cut away from the fighting, so we don't know if the fighting was bad or not. We didn't see much of it.
That's true. If the whole point was that Tyrion was going to get to Dany, why did we need all this other stuff to happen? Why did he get captured by Jorah? Why did he get captured by the slave guy? What happened back there? Something moved. To get from point A to point B, why did all this why not just walk straight up with Varys?
I don't understand. You're right. In terms of serving the greater plot, like, as the individual things are happening, it's like interesting, but as a storyteller, you don't want to throw things in for no reason. That's stupid.
I liked the fact And I actually didn't want Cersei to get captured. I don't know why, but I found her actually pretty sympathetic this episode. Her talk with Tommen about how she would do anything for her children, I thought was very heartfelt, and she meant every word of it. I really do think so. And I also loved the fact that the Tyrells are not, like, you think that they're good and, like, they are, like, the best house. They are all just, honest people. But, I mean, if you think about it, the High Sparrow really put Olenna Tyrell in her place. I mean, she was like, what fields have you, like, sown? You know, what have you done?
Yeah.
You say that your house is so mighty and has so much to give, but, like, what have you personally, what has the Tyrell house actually done? It's all the people underneath them that are doing all the work. They just have their name.
Well, right, but I mean, in a feudal society, that's how it functions. Their kingdom produces the food.
Yeah.
Their house produces the food for the kingdom. That is what they're doing. Like,
I mean, I guess that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that, like, yeah, that's great. That's an awesome sentiment, and you wanted something like that from the beginning, but I don't want to direct it at her. I mean, I have more favorite characters, but I like her, and like. That's why I felt like I did want Cersei to get captured, because, yeah, we all have known she's loved her children this whole time. I don't think there's been any question that. But the thing is that everyone's loved their children. It doesn't defend genocide, and it doesn't defend awfulness.
And honestly, being a good parent and loving your children doesn't really make you a good person if you break it down. Because people are willing to kill and murder tons of people and commit genocide for their kids. Like, I don't know if that qualifies you as being a good person. Also, yeah, Cersei's willing to do a lot for her kids, but really, she's only doing it when it comes second to her own personal needs. Like, honestly, I think we can all believe Tommen does love Marjorie.
He thinks he does.
Right, that's the better way to say it. He thinks he does, but Cersei doesn't care really, right?
Yeah,
no,
she wouldn't have arrested her and her brother had.
No.
So exactly. So yes, she loves her children, but that comes second to
her
power.
securing her own power.
Like,
I think it just reinforces everything we already knew about Cersei. And I think maybe that's kind of what cuts to the core of why this episode, maybe to me, was a little, not boring, but again, nothing seemed to happen because it just, like, didn't tell us anything new about these characters. We finally get to see her, maybe get some of her comeuppance a little bit at the end, and for that, I was kind of like, oh yes, maybe. But it's like, yeah, we know she claims to love her child. We've seen this all before, and we know that she's going to do whatever she wants or can to just consolidate her power. And so, yep, that's Cersei.
Yeah.
Let's see it again and again and again and again and again and again.
And that, I think that kind of idea of, like, this recycling stuff we've kind of already seen before, it happens in a couple other places in the episode, and it really does, it kind of waters down the potency of even the original time we saw it. Mm-hmm. So certainly when we're seeing it again, we're like, okay, yeah, just like the whole thing with Ramsey, right? We've already seen him torture and brutalize Theon, right? Turning him to Reek. And now that's kind of happening with Sansa.
It's just kind of like these circular ideas of, like, these are what these characters are, and that's not progressing anything. And I think the scene that really encapsulate this kind of maybe frustration we're having a little bit is with Bronn and the Sand Snakes. Like, what was the point of that scene? I mean, hey, look, nudity.
Also, what was the point of him getting stabbed? I guess, okay, this is the only point that I could possibly see. It's that it seemed like that girl legitimately likes Bronn, I guess.
I mean,
why would she save him in the first place? Like, what tie did she have to him other than, I guess, she finds him attractive, right? Well, I got a question. Let's just say that the Sand Snakes girls weren't there last episode to try to take Myrcella the exact time that Jaime was there to try to take Myrcella. There would be, like, no conflict going on at all there. Yeah. And then Jaime would have been like, oh, everyone here seems pretty cool. Nobody seems like they want to kill Myrcella or anything.
And that's
Let's just head home.
That's one of those things that in the book, like, conflicts don't happen usually serendipitously, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really make sense for something that's so coincidental to have occurred, right?
This is the first season of the show where it feels like a show. I would say more than, like, the first 4 seasons, everything else felt like it was organic in the way that it was done. This does not feel organic. It feels like it's just
forced.
Yeah, it just feels forced.
I mean,
the fight scenes, a lot of the dialogue, the situations characters are put in. Look, 7 episodes and nothing of importance or significance has really happened. A few minor characters have died, but we haven't gotten anything yet. I mean, like, really nothing.
We could have just skipped this episode and all of our characters would be back just the same spot where they were.
Yeah, exactly. Except for Cersei and a couple other things. Yeah, we could have skipped this episode and nothing really would have changed.
Yeah. Okay, viewers, our response question this week is, who do you hate more, Joffrey or Ramsey? let us know what you are gonna say.
Hey, Vince. It's your birthday.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Vince!
Thanks.
Got you this
I
cake!
got you a little cake.
Ooh.
Here. Let me cut that for you. The Davises send their regards. Do you want me to cut you a piece?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Alright.
thanks.
Do you want a piece?